Hey folks, welcome to Anime Pale Griffin here. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back and better than ever. Today, we're going to be talking about the weakest up to the strongest Jujutsu Sorcerers. Keep in mind that for this video, we're only going to be using the anime as a source, so we can keep the spoilers away from the anime onlys. Also, we're going to be ranking this list according to their performance in the anime. Alright, let's start with the video. Ultimate Mekamaru. This guy's like the bedridden Yoshimitsu player from a Tekken tournament. Mekamaru is a type of puppet that's being manipulated by a sorcerer known as Kokichi Muta. Nothing much is known about him, except for the fact that he was born without a lower body part and missing arms. Well, that sucks to be him. So he's basically a baseball pitching machine. Zenin Maki. One of the twins of the Zenin clan, Maki is an exceptionally talented individual whose physical power is second or close to that of Todo Aoi and Itadori Yuji. And they're strong. Although she can't see curses as an innate power, for most Jujutsu sorcerers, her special glasses allow her to see them, which goes hand in hand in her mastery of cursed weapons. She was able to damage Hanami's arms using only a 3-section polearm. Damn, that's impressive. Panda, a cursed corpse with a special mutation. Panda is one of the creations of Principal Masamichi. Instead of a single core, he's a 3-core mutation that allows him to have various powers depending on the situation. His first power is that of being a panda. If you think it's just a normal panda that's cute and cuddly, it's not! It's a frickin' giant panda! That is a good balance for his power, by the way. The second one is the gorilla mode, which has the power of a Rajan when unlocked, and a hidden power which was shot before he fought Mekamaru. And it's probably a frickin' grizzly bear. Those things are scary. But Panda's fighting prowess is incredibly great, even for someone like Maki to handle. Kugisaki Nobara. Although I'd really rank Nobara lower, we can't deny the fact that her eliminating and outsmarting the special grade curses in the last episode is something to take note of. Instead of being a Sakura, she was able to turn the tide against the cursed brothers, Eso and Kichizo, in which she used her resonance technique to return the damage, rendering them open for Itadori to pummel them up. Her mastery of hammers and nails allows her to construct a stage of her own, and she's able to not only use them for combat, she can also use the hammer and nail combo to literally do some voodoo magic on remains and strands of her enemies, which is slightly messed up, but very cool, in which several large spikes appears after getting hammered. Fushiguro Megumi. This guy's like the Sasuke of Jutsu. Mine is the edginess. My man is the embodiment of being awkward. Anyway, Megumi is a pretty talented Jujutsu sorcerer who is able to create Shikigami from shadows, and that's kinda cool. As a melee combatant, he's really not that great, but he can go toe-to-toe with his foes. Sukuna denoted that he has a talent and even the King of Curses is curious about him. So that's something. At the bridge jumping arc, he was able to defeat a revived special grade curse using his incomplete domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden. His shadow techniques can also be used to store weapons, and I also hope food because that would come in handy. Oh, and another thing, once his Shikigami has died, it can transfer its power to a next generation of Shikigami that can even hurt a special grade curse, such as Hanami. Noritoshi Kamo. Noritoshi Kamo is the heir of the Kamo clan and one of the excellent Jujutsu sorcerers of the Kyoto chapter. His skills involved range attacks, which ignore the rules of physics completely and act as homing missiles against his target. He uses blood bending, which is kind of like that chick from the Nickelodeon TV show Avatar. Ha! Cool. Anyways, which further increases the potency of his attacks, which is also a double-edged sword. Toge Inumaki. The curious curse speech user, Inumaki is one of those rare Jujutsu sorcerers who has the power to affect even the special grade curses. He uses the power of his voice to manifest its strong force, with the power of the curse energy. Words such as sleep, stop, and blast away transform into literal meaning and affect those who hear it. That's why he's using like 2 to 3 words like salmon, roe, kelp, and tuna mayo. That is a scary power. Could that mean he could be like, make me fries, poof, and then it would appear? Because that would be cool. Nanami Kento. Oh boy, why is Yoshikage Kira even here? Anyway, this guy ratios people for breakfast. 7 to 3 to be exact. He's a former salaryman whose power resides from being able to land a critical hit, even against those who are stronger than him. His power is exceptional, and he's able to hold back his true power for 8 hours. Once he goes into overtime, his cursed energy grows stronger even further. He's the epitome of a Japanese salaryman. He probably doesn't even have a paid leave. That would really suck. Todo Aoi. My besto friendo, Todo Aoi is the complete opposite of the stinky idol-loving otakus all over the world. Thank you, Lord. He's an idol-loving guy, but he takes great care of his body, hence his good figure. Damn straight good for him. He's a grade 1 sorcerer and the peak of what Jujutsu sorcerers can be naturally. He's an extremely capable fighter, able to overpower Megumi with ease, go toe-to-toe with Yuji, and even Hanami without using much of his cursed energy. What makes Todo strong is his strong grasp of the cursed energy and fundamentals. His 530,000 IQ points allows him to score victories against his opponents. His technique called Boogie Woogie allows him to swap with a target whenever he wants. This makes a good combo with his besto friendo, Yuji, since their coordination is frickin' flawless and their technique matches well together. He also likes tall women with big butts. And he also can't marry Takeda-chan.
消えたか、雑念は。
ああ、雲一つね。Thank you so much, best friend!
Yuji Itadori. This guy doesn't even have a single flaw. Damn it, it's not fair. Yuji is an exceptional case of a Jujutsu sorcerer. He's really not qualified to be one, but since he's the protagonist, we really can't do anything about that. Yuji is a grade 1 sorcerer after being recommended, who is also the vessel of Sukuna, the king of curses. He's an extremely agile guy. He's like a frickin' Spider-Man on steroids, able to dodge multiple attacks, while also able to throw multiple barrages of punches and kicks, which often wears down his opponents. His brute force in fighting is heavily complemented by his Divergent Fist, a technique that puts a lagging burst of cursed energy from his normal attacks, which further empowers its impact power. After training with Todo, he was able to unleash Black Flash, a type of technique that can crush even a special grade curse in one hit. Together with his superhuman strength, toughness, and agility, he's able to pummel most curses down to a pulp. Goju Satoru! Dubbed as the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer, I mean, he said it so himself, and if you say that, you better be able to back it up. And by the way, Goju Satoru is the peak of what Jujutsu sorcerers can be. He's an exceptional fighter, a master Jujutsu sorcerer, and an incredibly sexy guy. I mean, I am very straight, but damn, this is one beautiful man. Anyway, Goju Satoru's power is known and feared even by his enemies. They aren't blindly attacking, except for the volcano guy, he's kinda dumb. Goju's technique involved the use of his Limitless, a power that only certain individuals can use. This power manifests the control over time and space, making it impossible for those who don't have the understanding of how reality and matter work to comprehend his ability. One of his overpowered abilities, called Infinity, allows him to basically be untouchable. Okay, sciencey explanation. Particles are, by their nature, attracted to particles with an opposite charge, and they reject other similarly charged particles, like magnet poles. According to quantum physics, such a practice prevents electrons from ever coming in direct contact. Their wave packets, on the other hand, can overlap but never touch. During his battle against Jojo, he explained that he didn't touch him, only the infinity of space between themselves. Damn, that sounds smart! He also uses the technique Blue, a black hole-like singularity, Red, a cursed reversal technique which is the opposite of blue, and Hollow Purple, a combination of blue and red, which is getting sucked in a black hole and not getting sucked in at the same time, and that sounds really painful. It's quite confusing, but it basically erases matter from existence. I would not want to be hit by that. One of his rare abilities, Six Eyes, is still unexplained, but I've noticed it's only active when he's deactivating veils and Dominion expansions. Oh, and he also has the power called Limitless Void, a domain expansion technique that allows him to overpower his enemies with the power of endless stimuli and information, which basically makes it harder for the brain to process, restricting thoughts and movements. He's not the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer for nothing.
全てを与えられると知覚伝達生きるという行為に無限
Well, that's it for now. If you like what you see, be sure to like this video, please, and subscribe to the channel and take the notification bell on. We have more videos coming for you, so stay tuned. Goodbye!